I just finished a baby mini album for a baby girl. Her name is Trinity Love, and she is expected the end of June. So this was a custom order from a sweet friend from high school. Hi Faith, if you're watching this, I hope you like this. I have never made a baby album before. I know, I've never made one, but you know, I always planned on doing it, and I always thought I have the stuff, so I'll do it sometime, but anyway, I just haven't made one yet. I just recently got into mini albums, so I do have like the old 12x12, you know, the old school stuff from before. So anyway, I bound it with seam binding. I love the look of the seam binding. It's just so ruffly and clean and neat. And on the cover here, I used a little chipboard frame and I crackled it, and then I added, oh, what is it called? Pink. It's not the lipstick. Dusty Rose, I think it's called. No, Tattered Rose. Distress ink, and then I added some Stickles and Dazzling Diamonds. And then this right here was a Prima or a Recollection spray that I got in Iraq. And the flowers were really bright, so I had to tone them down with some micas, some Lindy's micas. And then I added a couple of butterflies and a gardenia, an I Am Roses gardenia right here. And then some I Am Roses daisies. And so I put the paper on the chipboard, and then I covered it with the flat white lace I got at Joann's. And then I trimmed around it with this trim. I just love this pleated pink trim I have, and I got it from an eBay seller. I got 10 yards, so I got really lucky. So I'll show you the rest of the album, and there's some bling in there. This is the K & Company bling. It came in a big pack. I think most of you have seen it. And what I do when I make my mini albums is I cover the chipboard and I do page by page. And then when I'm done, then I bind it. So here's the next page, and I don't know if Faith's sister knows about scrapbooking and stuff like that, so I didn't want a lot of secret little pockets and stuff, so I made it pretty simple. This has a frame, and it's open, so she can slide a photo down there, an appropriate size photo. And here's her name, Trinity Love. I made a little banner flag type thing. Added a Recollections butterfly. And this whole mini album, all the Lindy's I used are the new colors. You guys are going to love them. This is a new purple. And what I did was I took that rose trim that you get at Hobby Lobby, and I cut the tulle all around the edges, and then I sprayed it with Lindy's and heat dried it. And then I just added some I Am Roses little daisy petals and some pearl centers. Oh, and then it flips up. And there's a little place for a photo mat, and then she can journal here, like, you know, how much she weighed, how long she was, you know, anything she wants she can put in there. There's a couple photo mats on this side, and right down here at the bottom I made a little, what do you call these? Little bead spray type thing. It's kind of like the Prima Candy knockoff, but I added some flowers and then these little leaf beads. And then this, she can slide anything back along this whole lace trim here. There's a little bling, a doily that I colored with a new Lindy's color, a Lindy Stamp Gang butterfly, an I Am Roses rose, and another photo mat, or she can journal, whatever she wants to do on that page. And the next two pages, this doesn't have a lot of pages, but it's so big that it didn't need a lot. So this one has a flip up. Oh, and I used some gardenias, excuse me, and some white daisies. And these are the new colors, Lindy Stamp Gang. And then went more of that K & Company bling and a little flower. And it flips up. And I punched all the corners with my Martha Stewart corner punch. And then there's a little, so she can either title it or write her name. And then there's another one, so that gives her all these mats for photos and whatnot. And then Faith told me that she really liked butterflies, so I incorporated a lot. And here's a little bling butterfly. I incorporated a lot of butterflies in this mini. And then on this page, it has a little frame here that I crackle painted. And then this is just so that she sees that you can just slide your photo down, and I just thought, you know, it kind of went with the page, so it was nice. And then I made a flower spray with wire, crystal beads, I Am Roses 1-inch roses, and then some cherry blossoms, and a Recollections butterfly. And then this is our Recollections twisted flower, and another new Lindy's color. Love that one. I love them all. I love every single one of them. Okay, and of course I put some trims, and I got these trims from MB's Treasurista. These are my favorite trims, the little velvet with the Chinese braid, kind of like, because they're flat and they go with, and there's so many different colors, and they just remind me of shabby chic. All the colors, the greens, the pinks, the ivories, they're all just gorgeous. Okay, so I turned this one into like a 2-page layout, kind of looks like. And over on this side, this frame that I popped out, I kept the mat here, and I put that on the opposite so that they're opposite sides. This is one of those butterflies that I made. I don't know if you see my, excuse me, my Prima butterfly tutorial, but on this one, here, I've got the butterfly right here. This is the one I did the tutorial on earlier, and they're little like rosettes that I kind of cut up and I just placed to fill in the butterfly. This one, what I did was I just scrunched up the binding and hot glued it down to the cardstock that I just printed out a butterfly, cut it out, and that's how I got the shape. And so I use that for a template. So all I did was scrunch it down once I hot glued it, and then I added the pearls and a feather and some pearl strands. And this is much easier and much faster. If you guys would like me to do a tutorial on this, I will do that. So then down here is a little journaling spot, a little brad, and some Recollections bling. And then I went around this frame with one of my favorite trims, which is along the top and the bottom of these pages as well. And then here I painted a doily with that really pretty pink paint I got from Misty. I don't remember what they're called. Let me check. Viva Precious Metal Color Rose Pink is what I used. And it just has a beautiful shimmer. And then I made a lace flower, and then I put 3 daisies that I colored with another new Lindy's color. The paper collection that I used for this is called Watercolor Bouquet. It's by K & Company. I prefer K & Company papers as the paper isn't too thick and it's not too thin and it's double-sided. I used the specialty paper pad 12x12 and the designer 12x12. So these back pages are the specialty, and then the front ones are more the designer. So that's about all on there. And then here's the back, and it's just pink polka dots with some lace and trim and some more seam binding. I really hope that she likes this, and I hope that this is the type of album she's looking for. I'm not really into like the mini albums that have like the little baby faces and the diapers and stuff. I mean, I could have done something like that, but I didn't, just because it's not really my style. But, you know, if that's something that she's really looking for, she can let me know, and I will try to do something like that for her. So anyway, thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the picture show. I love you all. And Faith, let me know if you like this. Alrighty, bye-bye.